It's me, Rick Harsh, author and founder of Books. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Hear Us Falling by David Hogan. You'll get a better view of it soon. I normally don't review a book unless I love it or really, really like it or something like that, and unhesitantly ask everyone to buy it. This book I started, and after about 60 some pages, I put it down and I said, I don't know if I really like this book. And then his face showed up in Greece. He was visiting his publisher in Greece. And that should have really sealed it. Like the motherfuckers in Greece, I can't afford to go to Greece. So fuck this guy. But it actually had a different effect. I saw the face of a human being who wrote a book. I said, let me take another look at that book, because there were a lot of things I actually did like. At times it was very funny, but mostly what I liked is that it's dealing with something that we really need to deal with. It's talking about climate change, and it uses LA and the confluence of rising seas and fires that are meeting. And anyway, so it's an important topic, and one that's going to be written about a lot. And I also don't like books set in the future. And it's set in 2029, I think, or 2030. I never write notes when I get ready for these. I underline something, and maybe I'll be able to see it when I'm done with my electronic cigarette and go inside with this review. But it's something to remember, when somebody writes a book that's worth publishing, and this is very, very, very much worth publishing. It's not that I would have given it a 3 or a 2. I mean, it's a definite 4 in my gauge. So it's not that, but I don't know. I was reading books that were more to my taste, and this wasn't, and so I stopped, and then decided not to review it. And then I thought, David Hogan, there he is, right there. Probably in Greece there too, the son of a bitch. But anyway, Hear Us Fade. Wonderful title, by the way. And it's a story about a couple of people, one who's a bit addled by prescription drugs, and he gives all the very funny, I turned right to one. Very funny side effects for all the drugs. And for amazolene, it includes blockages of the tear duct, nose, ear, rectum, and urinary passages, the inability to sneeze, burp, spit, clear nasal passages, and pass gas, as well as instant death. I like that a lot. Another nice one is at the beginning of this page. Maybe that's why I had a marker there. An accumulation of anxiety colonizes Rex's mind like insects or early American settlers. It wasn't because that was so funny. It was just because it was so marvelous, to like insects or early American settlers. And then he says, it feels inevitable, unstoppable, man infest destiny. A little playing with words there. I I think I had the feeling throughout this book that it's a fairly short book and tightly plotted. There's a dead man in a closet, and he's in there through the whole book, So, and the book takes place over a very short period of time, a day or so, and involves a goat boy, perhaps a serial killer, probably not. But the future he describes is I don't know in if it's um, the most creative or what I want to say is the future he describes is basically now if we keep going the way we're going. He's not really inventing much. There are drones all over the sky. People are spied on constantly. The social media is he just ramps it up to an absurd yet rationally predictable degree, and it's a fucking nightmare. It really is, and the book is very very much worth reading, and I do highly recommend it. It's not what I wanted it to be. And that's something that when you look at the face of the person who wrote a book, you got to consider. If you're being like I was and very picky about my reading at that time, uh, it's his book. And you got to take it on its own terms and then determine. And yet, what I want from him is this book plus 500 pages. Rick Harsh wants him to shit can the plot. Not that it's a bad plot, but I don't want it to be a plot that can be wrapped up so quickly. And I want him to go deeper and deeper and deeper into everything. And then I'll be, then it's a 5 or a 6. I mean, so it's an extremely good book. It's an important book um, because of what it's talking about. And I guess he just was writing an entertainment with depth and value and a pretty forceful, very forceful message. And the sad thing is about it's not so fucking funny. I mean, when it's supposed to be funny, it is, and he is funny at times. But uh, it's it's what we've made, and it's what we're making, and what we're heading towards. And you don't want to get there. You don't want to get there. When he gets there, you don't want to be there. It's a fucking nightmare, and we're living it already, and we're just not fucking dealing with it. And this is an entertaining reminder of that, and the effect created by the combination of the entertainment of a best-selling book, which is good that it's a best-selling book, or it may be a best-selling book. It probably is. I mean, it says something about being first on Amazon Australia, and it won an award, or nearly was shortlisted, or something like that. Or wait. Was a finalist for the San Diego Book Awards. Um, oh no, that was his other book. Well, I don't know. Okay, this is new, so maybe I think we're going to get the same thing here. And anyway, it is important. It is worth reading, and so I decided to do this and just say it honestly how the process went for me, and and to say to Mr. Hogan, I'm sorry, I was a dumbass, and not every book I read is going to be my kind of book. I can't help it if you know someone like Jose Hayes can't write a word that I don't love. Um, it's not your fault. But damn, keep writing and keep telling people what's going to happen. Oh, what I wanted to say was the combination of the simple plot and quick plot, and the force of what is not, he doesn't feel the need to stress, but it's a nightmare. And the force of that, those two combining in the way they combine has a very powerful effect. And I guess you have to read it because I'm not going to ruin it for you. But I think you have to read it.